my friends, and welcome into my kitchen. It's time for another recipe. Since we talked poop last Friday, I'm continuing that conversation by showing you one of my favorites, and that is green juice, what I like to call green juice. And it's basically a variety of green vegetables and one fruit that I will share at the end. But it's mainly vegetables, because vegetables will give us the minerals and vitamins that we need to nourish ourselves, and they're very much filled with water, the ones that I'm using, and so they're going to add that piece, that very crucial piece that we need to get things moving. We need lots of water, right? And lots of bulk fiber. So that's exactly what this is going to help us with. Now, let's say you're not constipated. I drink this on a regular. Maybe a couple of times a month I will make a batch of this. It makes about 3 mason jars. And what I've got here is a cup of water in my Vitamix. And you'll want to use a very high-speed blender, one that's pretty powerful, because we're sticking a lot of roughage in here. So let's get to it. I've got about 1 inch of ginger. Now you guys know that ginger is great for your stomach, right? Settling the stomach. It's very good for your immunity. It's great for just about everything when it comes to digestion. And I've got 1 cucumber, and I cut it up into pieces, the whole cucumber, guys. You're sticking it in here. Again, cucumber is made up of mostly water, right? So it's going to be really good for the digestion. I've got 2 stalks of celery, and I'm sticking all that in here. I did cut it up to make it a little easier for the Vitamix. I'm gonna use the juice of 1 lemon. Lemon is also really good for digestion. It's an astringent. It's really great for aiding in immunity as well. So getting all that good nutrients, vitamins, and minerals, like I said, into your body this time of year, and anytime you're constipated, it's going to be good for you there. I also have some cilantro. If you don't like cilantro, you can substitute parsley. Okay, so I'm just going to pull off some, just a handful. I know that seems like a lot because cilantro is very fragrant and powerful when you put it in food, right? So when we're thinking about making green juice, all these flavors get put together, and to me, they're delicious. Now, for some other people, you may think it's too strong, too earthy, but I'm gonna say it's delicious because I like that flavor. And then I've got some kale. Now, I don't know, for some of you, you may think kale, again, is really earthy. If it's too strong, substitute some spinach for kale. And if you've ever tried to deal with kale, you know it can be a little tricky, right? This is the dinosaur kale. So all you have to do, maybe the curly kale, I think it's the curly kale actually, is pull it from the stalk, and it comes right off. So I'm gonna do probably 4 leaves or so, 4 or 5 leaves, but you don't want the stalk, you just want the leaves. That's where most of the nutrients is. All right, so again, super easy because I'm just pulling it right off of here. And in theory, it comes right off for you. All right, so there are my leaves. I'm gonna wash those up here in a little bit. And then the very last piece is the fruit that I told you about. So the fruit that I like to use is 1/4 of a cup, very small, 1/4 of a cup of frozen chunks of pineapple. That pineapple is gonna give you a little sweetness to balance out the earthy flavors that we just put into this blender. I'm not going to blend it all right in front of you. Why? Because it's very loud, but I will tell you that it's going to make chunks, right, of fibrous, what looks like pulp. And I know a lot of people don't like pulp when it comes to like drinking orange juice or any kind of juice. They want it to just be the juice. But when you do that, you extract all the fiber. And that's what we're talking about here. And the fiber holds a lot of nutrients. Remember, fiber is a part of the plant that we don't digest and we don't absorb, but it's perfect when we think about getting great poop and elimination that's easy and feels like you've completely eliminated all that's in there. So we don't want to hold anything back, right? We want to feel clean and let all of that get out of your system. So that's what this is about. And if you need to stir that sucker up with drink it through a straw, whatever it is that will help you to get it down. I swear it tastes good though. And I like to, here's the trick, leave it in your refrigerator. Make sure it's kind of on the cold side, right? Leave it in your refrigerator for a day or so. And I think the flavors just kind of come together and make the perfect combination. So I stick this in mason jars. It takes like 3 mason jars. I fill it to 2 cups each, 2 cups, 3 mason jars, stick it in my refrigerator, and I have one every day. Does it have to be on an empty stomach? No, it doesn't. You just drink it down and then you'll follow it up with a lot of water, guys. A lot of water. You're getting those nutrients, those minerals and vitamins from all of the vegetables that you just put in here into your body, but not overwhelming it, right? Because you're only drinking 2 cups at a time. So are you gonna see immediate relief from constipation? Well, I can't answer that, I'm not a doctor. But I will say that probably not. It's gonna be a gentle over time, right? Because you're only taking 2 cups at a time. So we're not trying to overwhelm the system, but we are trying to flush it out, give it what it needs, fill it with those vitamins and nutrients from plant food that is mostly made up of water. So check it out, let me know. Follow my recipe or mix it up with some spinach, do some parsley instead of cilantro. You can even put in a green apple, you can put in a banana, but let me caution you with the fruit. I don't want you to overdo the fruit, okay? This is mainly a vegetable juice. So, and I don't even like to say juice because it's got everything in it. So green drink, I'm gonna call it a green drink. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I can't wait to hear what you think about this green drink.